when you become, I guess when you're a puppet, you become a real person, even though you ain't really changed that much, you actually leave your puppet body and leave a husk of yourself behind.
Oh, yeah, that is in the book.
Okay, so that shit is weird because when they do that, it just looks like you got a dead body in the corner.
And the puppet, where's it hiding?
Oh, he's over there. See?
Oh.
God, that's horrifying.
After talking about movies, mostly my entire life, one thing that I've learned, I'm talking about these movies and my history with film, you know, and I love movies and so do you. I think this guy loves movies too.
Certainly do.
So you all know what I'm talking about when I say that if you came out of nowhere and you brought with yourself a hit movie, I mean, no one knew who the hell you were before, but all of a sudden you just blessed people with an amazing motion picture, you're a genius by Hollywood standards. I mean, it's no like, let's wait and see what they do next.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's true.
You know, maybe this was luck, or you know, like, let's calm your ass down. None of that.
No, there's none of that.
No, you're genius.
Genius. Yep.
Yes, people. And if you're a genius, if you get bestowed and blessed with that label, you get whatever the hell you want, no matter how stupid it is. Yeah, they're ready to give it to you. Roberto Benini. Now, this man had been making movies for over a decade in Italy, since the 80s.
Sure.
You know, but the thing that made him known to America, because if you ask the average American, they're like, I don't know who the hell that is. That's somebody's Italian cousin or some shit. I think that dude lives in Jersey or something. You know, nobody know who knew who this dude was, unless you were into not movies, but cinema. Yes. If you were a critique, or if you were a snob, or you were cultured, then you might have known the name Roberto Benini. And the thing that made him known to Americans was when he had his 1997 breakout hit, Life is Beautiful.
This loving father has to turn the hard truth into a simple game.
And it was a beautiful movie, man. Everybody loved it when they saw it. Not a dry eye in the theater. Why? Because if you don't know, if you haven't seen it, you know, maybe you're young or just maybe you were in the foreign films or whatever. But if you haven't seen it, it's a great film. It's a story of a man who was such a dedicated and great father that he made the Holocaust seem fun. At least for his son.
Exactly. Hold on. Make sure you're specific about that, for his son.
Yes. For the audience too. You know, he was such a whimsical, fun guy. But yeah, you can say this is his masterpiece. Now, the thing with this is that everyone was in love with this guy after that. Everyone knew who he was. And plus, it was a Holocaust movie, so you better not say anything bad about this.
Right.
Back in the day, this shit, you can make a shitty Holocaust movie. You better not say nothing bad about that. But there was some people and some critics who knew this guy, and they said, hey, you know what? Enjoy this moment. But I'm telling you, and I don't mean no disrespect to you, him, Jews, or anybody else out there, but I'm telling you that this dude is crazy, all right? And not in a good way. I'm talking about crazy in an annoying way. That's when he won.
When he won the Best Actor.
Yeah, I think he won Best Actor or maybe Best Director. Anyway,
stepping on people's heads.
He won that. The moment he got up and started stepping on hands and heads and back on people's bald spots and shit.
I'd be like, congrats, but get the fuck off me, man. You fucking mind.
Yeah, man, but you know, everybody in the audience goes with it when everybody else does, which is why they gave Will Smith a standing ovation.
Exactly, when he got after he slapped the shit out of somebody.
Yeah.
And plus, they were kind of scared not to, so he might be next. But yeah, man. And they said, hey, look. They said, listen, understand. We ain't hating on this man. You know, we ain't trying to take away from his accomplishments right here, but we just letting you know in case, you know, things start getting weird. He started going off. We just letting y'all know he's kind of crazy. You looking like he's sitting up there,
Like
yeah.
little kids.
I'm just letting y'all know y'all probably gonna have to deal with him.
He just looks like Martin Short doing a skit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's how crazy he is. When he got up on that first chair, he wasn't even worried about falling backwards. I mean, that's how you know somebody's crazy. He wasn't even worried about busting his head wide
No,
open.
he's used to doing stuff like
I
that.
guess
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Good.
Everybody said he was known to a lot of people as the little crazy knowing Italian guy. Ain't nobody trying to hear that because the man's a genius. Hollywood said so. You know, so when it came time for his next project, where he wanted to make where this man wanted to make his version of Pinocchio, where he wanted to make his version of Pinocchio, where they said, well, what kid do you have in mind for playing Pinocchio? He's like, me.
Right.
Like, huh? Where he played the character Pinocchio as a middle-aged man running around in fringe pajamas
That little pajama
and a hat and a dunce cap. Creeping around.
With knickerbockers on and shit.
Yeah. You know, where he wanted to do this, acting like a 9-year-old, tearing shit up, talking about, I'm going to be a real boy. You know, all that.
50-year-old man.
Yeah, middle-aged man doing this, where most people would say, where most people should say, are you out your mind? People say, no, hold on. He's a genius.
Let's see what he does with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You say, what's wrong with you? I say, he has vision.
Enter a world where wishes can come true.
Unlock the doors of your imagination so you can imagine that you're seeing something good.
No, you lock all those goddamn doors. There's a crazy middle-aged man running around dressed like a child. Lock all those doors.
I swear to God, I was trying to hold it.
I know.
I was trying to watch the trailer.
Man, ain't nobody gonna tell you to hold it watching this crazy shit.
Two-time Academy Award winner Roberto Benini.
And creepy ass adult
Right.
Roberto Benini.
But they say 2-time Academy Award the same year.
Yeah.
We forgot to throw that in there.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Well-
They act like, I'm just saying they act like he's done two
I
other
know,
masterpieces
right.
before
The way
this.
it's worded, you think that
Right.
he's won it in separate years.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
You want-
2 times. No.
You want an actor and director for the same year.
Yeah, and after that, lost his fucking mind. I mean, this looks like a horror movie. This don't even look. This looks like a serial killer, like a crazy man who thinks he's a child going around killing people, wearing goddamn lipstick.
Which would have been a great twist.
Yeah, so,
I love it. Somebody in the chat said you put it perfectly. This is a story of a mentally ill man seeking the truth.
oh, God.
What that truth is, I don't know.
Just make sure you unlock your imagination.
And life is beautiful. He had to hide from his son that they were actually going to the death camps of the Nazis.
Yeah.
Here would have worked that where Gepetto is trying not to destroy his grown ass son's illusion that he's a puppet.
Right. Or his little brother.
Yeah, his little brother. Yeah, you're right.
And at the end, it's the Pinocchio ends up killing his father anyway. You lied to me, father.
And the blue fairy.
And yeah. Listen, we don't have to go too deep with the story right here, because everybody knows. Everybody knows the story of Pinocchio, the wooden boy who only wanted to be a real boy, but had to learn the hard way because he was naive to the world. You know, he had to get into a lot of misadventures where he was led astray until finally he learned how to be a good boy and earned the right to be a real boy after that. So you know the story of that. It's not, that's the basic story is still here, except.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I heard what you said. What the fuck
the hell is
that? This ain't what you just said, though, little real boy. I see a grown-ass
man, yeah.
sneaking into somebody's room.
Creeping in some woman's house, you don't even know he's there.
Yeah. Trying to get some ass.
So let's just cut to the obvious here. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I don't need to go into the story with you. You know the story. So let's just cut to the obvious that in this version, this is indeed a grown ass middle-aged man who's playing a child for no reason at all. And here's the thing with that, people. There have been a lot of versions of Pinocchio out there. Most of them, bad.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
You are too special, Pinocchio. The world.
You gotta be really bad to top that right
that
there.
Pauly Shore?
That was Pauly Shore.
Oh my God.
It was the
Weasel. I didn't think he'd be more annoying. Never mind.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Out of all those movies, all those bad versions of Pinocchio, none of them had the nerve, the balls, the audacity, the bravery, the stupidity, whatever word you want to use. None of them had the balls to sit up here and try to tell us that a 40-something-year-old man in some polka dot pajamas. You gonna look at this movie looked us right in the face and said, "Yep, that's a child. Fuck you." No, that movie dared us to say otherwise.
I feel like Pauly Shore was kind of doing that too.
Except Pauly Shore, that was animated. At least he looked like a kid. You ain't no denying that we got a grown ass man doing this.
In his mid-40s.
In his mid-40s, wrinkles and hairline. The movie looking us straight in the face, saying, "No, that's a little boy. That's a child." And
I'm pretty sure that's no. It is a boy. It's not even a real boy. It's a puppet boy.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, man. Listen.
Yeah.
What did we say? Everybody, come here. Tell him.
You're right.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Look, what I see is, listen. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Fine,
it's
fine.
a child.
We need to find a
And keep in mind, not just a child, but a toddler.
But I want this hat.
What do you think you're doing?
Papa! Oh, Papa, what's this?
He's a 4-year-old that don't want to go to bed right now.
Wait. Is it dubbed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
dubbed. Yeah,
God, it's horribly
dubbed
dubbed, too.
badly too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they got celebrity voices that dub.
Yeah, they put people. This is a 4-year-old child, a 3-year-old child that don't want to go to bed yet. They just jumped out the bathtub, right all over the goddamn living room.
Oh, what's this here? And this?
Don't jump on my bed and give me my hair back.
God damn it, Pinocchio! he's already tired of him. See, this is at the point where you get an axe and you destroy this thing right here. You kill his ass. You get an axe and you kill his ass. Because let's not forget, he's not a real boy. He's not even a real man. This is an abomination. Gepetto can't even control him. There's a point where he gets loose and he
tear up the city.
He gets loose and runs out that house, and he's unleashed upon the world.
Oh, look at that! Papa, it's amazing! There's a whole other world out there!
Gepetto's like, well, that's somebody else's problem.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's that.
Well, shit, I tried.
Can't go after him. Yeah. I mean, he's already gone.
Yeah, well, that's the world's problem now.
No possible way I can see which way he went. So.
Yeah. Hey, y'all saw me. I tried to catch him.
Right. You ain't even tried.
Come back.
Come back.
Pinocchio, stop. Pinocchio.
I can do.
He gets loose, gets unleashed to run upon the world, and the moment he's at that door, he's terrorizing the city. He's looking like a creature. He's looking like a madman.
With that fake hair on.
Yeah. He stole his dad's toupee. That's Gepetto's hair. Gepetto get paid good money for that weave right there. That toupee.
He's scaring the horses.
Yeah, scaring. Ruining people's livelihoods, breaking barrels and shit.
Arrest that puppet!
Yeah, fuck all y'all. You gonna catch my crazy ass.
Yeah, can't catch me.
You gotta appreciate that horse who's like, get him away, get him away, get the fuck away from me.
That horse like this, like he's trying to throw bones. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, you better back the fuck up.
Yeah, I heard about you.
Yeah,
You said, catch my crazy ass. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, fuck all y'all. Shit, y'all be better off catching King Kong before you stop me.
I'll bust everything up.
Yeah, he got out there. That horse was like, back the fuck up. I ain't the one. Back up. I heard about Hey. Don't bring that crazy shit over here. Tearing up people's wines and shit. And everybody say, oh, leave him alone, man. He's new to the world. He don't know no better. Well, I tell you what he does know. He knows enough to like when after he gets through tearing up this fucking city and destroying everything and ruining people's lives, he runs away and leaves. And he runs away and lets Gepetto take the rap.
Right.
Only a fool lets a puppet slip out from under his nose. My son,
Yeah,
where are
ain't
you
your
going?
son. Don't say that shit. I don't know him.
Yeah, I ain't with you.
I don't know that bitch.
He did that shit.
And like, hey, you don't know me. Leave my name at your mouth. You don't know me, man. And see, with him tearing up the city and acting all crazy and everything, I know what Roberto Benini was doing. This is probably more true to the original story.
This is, you know what? As bad as this looks, it is the most accurate Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Like I went through the novel, and not only that, like you go, because I'm watching this at first, I'm like, this is so annoying. And I started looking up the novel. In the original novel, Pinocchio looked like him, looked like a grown man with a receding chin and a kind of bald head and prominent nose and skinny like that. Like when you see him from a distance and you look at that drawing, it's like, shit, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was trying to be accurate. See, y'all, including me.
Y'all used to that Disney Pinocchio.
See, I was raised on this right here, man. Y'all were brainwashed into this innocent Pinocchio right here. You know, thinking that, you know, because with this one right here, you know, he was just, he wasn't a bad boy. He was just
naive.
He was just he's just naive, just a bystander that just got caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the original Pinocchio, he was out there doing dirt too.
Oh yeah, in the book he's a dick.
Yeah.
But y'all
Like,
used to that sweet Pinocchio. You know, you can't, because you can't sell an asshole.
Right.
So they made him cool.
He was kind of an asshole.
You know, and the Pinocchio that we see, you know, it's still a kid.
Yeah.
You know, and see, when he's a kid, when it's a kid doing that, they're just being mischievous. You know, when it's a grown ass man doing it, that's a menace.
Right.
Shit, and the thing is, even when he was a log, he was terrorizing people. Before he was even a puppet, he was just a piece of wood. He was terrorizing people. Yeah, get your ass back in the house. Yeah, get your ass. Where the hell you going?
You ain't coming out here.
Yeah. Mind your own business.
I
was.
He come back, the door was up, he's on the ground.
Yeah, he knocked his ass out. Yeah. Where the hell you going?
Oh, God damn.
Injure the guy. The guy just trying to go to the house. Go to work. It's like a cursed piece of wood, man, that they were using to make this damn puppet. That's why it came out that way. I'm gonna tell you, at times it feels like the movie's just completely messing with us. I feel like the movie's fucking with us sometimes, because you know it's almost like they're daring us to say something about this, about the fact that this is a grown ass man in this movie. Because if you would think that if you were casting a middle-aged man as a child, you would try to at least meet that goal halfway. Like you would do some soft lighting or smudge some Vaseline on the lens or put him in the shadows or something like that. Nah, not here. When they put him in here, they put a bright ass spotlight on those wrinkles.
I'd love to read it, but today it just so happens that I don't know how to read.
They let you see how far back that hairline going, and like Martin said, you can see that 5 o'clock shadow on there. He look like Fred Flintstone or some shit.
Could have got him a bigger hat.
Yeah.
Because it's sitting there like a goddamn. It's sitting there like a yonkel.
Yeah.
And
like if you look at it, the lip sync in this is horrible.
I'd love to read it, but today it just so happens that I don't know how to read.
I think they made the lip sync bad on purpose to distract you from how bad this looks.
Who's doing the voice?
Oh, that's what I'm gonna get into.
Oh, okay,
Hold on,
all right,
I'm gonna tell you. Because the voice, no, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Sure.
Because that voice is annoying. So the voice is Breckenmeyer.
Oh man.
Y'all, if you grew up in the 90s or if you were watching movies in the 90s and you were in a certain demographic, you knew who Breckenmeyer was. Hey, some of you might even know that you've heard Breckenmeyer yourself. He's always on Adult Swim doing Robot Chicken.
Oh, okay.
Right now. Yeah, he's still around. Yeah, he's still doing stuff.
Really? You thinking of Seth Green or Breckenmeyer?
No, Breckenmeyer comes in there sometimes.
Oh, okay,
Seth
okay.
Green is main
started
person
it.
behind
Right,
it.
okay.
But Seth Green was in movies with Breckenmeyer.
Sure.
So at least one of them.
Yeah, can't hardly wait.
Yep.
Can't hardly wait.
So yeah, they're homeboys, and he brought them in to do some voices. So what I say is, when you hear Breckenmeyer on, and you don't even know it's him probably, but you hear him on Robot Chicken, you're probably thinking, oh, that guy's funny, man, that guy's cool. I like Breckenmeyer.
I didn't even think about the voice. I just figured they got anybody, but I was like hearing this voice. I was like, sounds like Breckenmeyer, but but it wasn't until John Cleese showed up where I was like, okay, let me look up this cast.
Right. Yeah, and Breckenmeyer, man, that's him. Thing is, I actually like Breckenmeyer's voice, but In this, it just makes me want to put chopsticks in my ears, man. This is
If it had been an animated movie with a boy, you could go with it.
I would still be annoyed.
Would
and
you?
I would tell you why.
Okay.
First of all, none of this fits. None. This package right here. Let me just first and I will tell you why I couldn't take it, even if it was, and maybe animation would make me hate it worse, because the voice is just annoying.
Yeah.
You know, it's just an annoying character voice to do.
Listen, Cricket, I'm leaving. Because if I don't, I'm gonna have to read books and study. Books are vile, I want nothing to do with them.
None of this fits. It's a grown-ass man dressed like a toddler with the voice of a spoiled college bro.
Right.
None of this fits.
Yeah, because Breckin Meyer was like 25 years old when he did this.
Yeah. None of this fits.
I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
he's
no,
not
of
even a
course.
kid either.
Yeah, no.
I mean, he's a grown-ass man doing another grown...
I mean, if you want to get a grown-ass man to do his voice to dub it over, get somebody that at least fits.
Right.
Because even 25 is weird for this.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
None of this was ever going to work.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
None of this was ever going to work. But that voice, I give you this, that voice might, see, this is why I think that voice would be still annoying to me.
Okay.
Because none of this might have been, listen, none of this would work at all. But the sting probably wouldn't have hurt so bad. It probably wouldn't have been as bad if the character wasn't so annoying. Again, I know Pinocchio was originally not a good boy, but they didn't have to make him so unlikable right here, man.
He's just so spazzy.
Yeah, physically he might listen. Physically, he might not. You know, he might be a dude in a toddler costume. You know, it's still a grown man in a toddler costume. He might not be a toddler, but mentally, he is very much a child, to a fault. For one, he's completely. This is what annoyed me about him. It's everything I hate in the voice. He's whiny.
Oh, it would be better, a million times better, if I were dead too. Yes, I want to die.
I can help with that. If you like, I can help you out very much. He might not be a toddler, but he's very much one mentally. He throws temper tantrums out of nowhere.
Look at my nose! Look at my nose! I don't like it! I don't want it! I don't want it!
I just want to take my belt off and beat the shit out of him with it. And by the way, for anybody sitting up here talking about how mean that would be, man, that's child abuse. There ain't no child.
Right.
He rambles. There's a lot of scenes where, because like to what you were saying, they're trying to like just keep talking to fit the voices. To write the dialogue.
It's like with anime all the time.
Yeah. So he's just rambling his ass off.
She's not, but in my opinion, she is. So she will forgive me that wonderful.
I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Yeah. She's like, just stop fucking talking.
It's all flattery to her, so she's like, no.
Mama needs her wine break right now before I strangle this motherfucker right here. That's his wife, by the way. I forgot her name, but that is wife. He married her in 1991.
She was in Life is Beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
She's very good looking.
And listen, I got to be careful how I say this, because like I say, none of these voices are working. The least annoying one out of all those voices is the one where and I don't know how to put it. All right, he's mentally slow. Back in the day, they would have said mental retardation. Can't say that today, so he's just I don't know what's the PC way of just saying mentally slow.
Farmer George gave me a coin, and with this coin, you know what I bought, Papa? This lovely lollipop.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. Just get out.
You're like, you got to be kidding me. I thought we were going to have food for a second.
He's like, are you fucking joking?
I should have known your slow ass would come back with a lollipop. I told you go get dinner. You came back with this damn lollipop. God damn it, Pinocchio.
And no change.
Papa, I met a kind man who said I could buy this lollipop for just 5 gold coins. You motherfucker.
Stupid motherfucker. 5 gold coins.
Beat your... So in other words, you gave all our money away for this.
Yeah.
But he said it was magic, Papa.
You ain't got no bread or nothing.
No,
You know,
it is. Come here, let me show you.
Yeah, I'm gonna magically stick this up your ass.
Right.
Oh, if I wasn't so weak right now, you'd be a dead man right now. Not a dead child, you'd be a dead man, because that's what you are. People, we're obsessing over this man not being an actual child. You know, we keep this. It's hard to get over that. But what's weirder? What the thing that people have not been talking about? Can we just stop and talk about how he's not even a puppet?
I
See what
know.
I'm
I
saying?
know.
Like he ain't made out of wood.
No.
He ain't got no
lines.
hinges,
Right,
no lines on his mouth.
Right.
He like
And they keep calling him a puppet.
Yeah, that's what's the weird thing. He goes into town and everybody's like, "Man, you got to get your puppet."
Yep.
I'm like,
Which one?
Where?
yeah.
Where?
Who does this puppet belong to? You're gonna have to pay for all this damage, my friend.
Who owns this puppet?
It's like I don't see no puppet. I see a dummy, but I don't see no puppet. The whole thing, it keeps getting crazy. That's one of the things I can say about this movie is that it always keeps taking an interesting turn. Like I don't know what the hell. None of this makes sense though, at all. Or maybe I'm missing some things from the Italian story because I would tell you one of the things that goes on with this is that, yeah, he's not even a puppet, but they keep calling him a puppet. Okay, let's take that he's a puppet. But the thing that I thought with Pinocchio is that, well, Pinocchio was special because he was the one puppet that came to life. You know, he's the magical puppet. So everybody's freaked the hell out behind this. But there's a part in here where he finds a puppet show that's run by a giant. And keep in mind, I'm really not nitpicking because if you listen to a Pinocchio, like if you watch the Disney Pinocchio, it's random as hell. There are things that just happen. They don't explain nothing. They just happen. There's a reason why it works. I'll get into that later. But in this, random things happen, such as him finding a puppet show run by a giant Italian man.
Who is it that dares to barge into my theater and disrupt my show? We'll settle this over lunch.
The thing is that this puppet show.
Stromboli?
Yes, but I guess that's a Stromboli character,
Yeah.
but he's called something different here. But the thing about his puppet show is that, you know, you're like, damn, that's a lot of puppets. He must have a lot of puppeteers working for him. No, all the puppets are alive.
Oh, God.
They're this man's. They're his slaves.
Let's go. I'll eat him for lunch.
Terrified, all his slaves.
Yeah, they have strings on them, but they don't go to anything.
They don't go anywhere. Yeah. Nobody's working the strings.
So you know, I'm wondering
leave.
what the hell is what makes Pinocchio so special?
Right.
Besides other than he ain't got those slave strings on him.
Right. So I guess he doesn't have the strings, but that was.
But they don't say anything about that. They don't
Right,
talk
right.
about
But in
it.
the Disney movie, it's we have puppets that are real puppets. Oh, look, we have this kid who looks like a puppet, but
he has no strings.
But he's alive.
Yeah.
And he's singing and dancing on his own.
Not here.
You
Don't
know
even
what?
ask you.
That kind of is a thing in the book.
What all the puppets
Puppets
are
are
alive?
alive?
Yeah.
Well, that shit don't make no sense.
No.
I mean,
Doesn't
even
translate to screen.
It does not. It does not. You know, there's a reason why Disney changed this shit around.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I am impressed with this. I mean, you know, we're talking about how the original Italian story is darker. I'm impressed at how dark they went with this, which I guess is staying true to the story.
Yeah.
In the book, you know, Pinocchio was a dick, so. And one of the things that people who know about the story, you know, whenever we talk about the Disney one, Jiminy Cricket, oh, he sang that nice song, he was conscious. Shit, Pinocchio killed that bitch early on.
Yep.
He smashed it, man. Now,
Why you do that?
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to hear his shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do.
Trying to tell him, give him advice. He smashed him with a hammer and went, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that." And the rest of the story is the ghost of the cricket. Who's talking to him.
God.
Yeah. But, you know, so he murdered Jiminy Cricket in the original story. They don't go that far here.
They get close.
But Pinocchio, he tries. He goes psycho on his ass.
Not from a lack of trying.
And where would you say people like you end up?
Where, Pinocchio?
In a cricket cemetery.
Hey, man.
He's doing it like you like smile too.
Yeah.
Horrified.
He's
Goddamn
psycho.
psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, cricket cemetery.
Man, this is not funny. Stop that shit.
Yeah, it doesn't help that the cricket's fucking with like, hey, you missed, bitch.
Come here, cricket. Come here. Over here. Come on.
Over here. And that's John Cleese doing the voice of the cricket, man.
God.
And so here's the other thing, man. Here's what things started going to get. I want you to brace yourself because here's where things going to get crazy. So while he doesn't kill the cricket, there's other places where this story goes very dark. Yeah, I don't even know if that's in the Italian story, but so I don't know if y'all remember of course you do. You remember the Disney Pinocchio, which again is one of my favorite movies. Everybody remembers Honest John. You remember Honest John and his cat sidekick. They did not have the best intentions for Pinocchio. You have the fox and his cat. They did not have the best intentions for Pinocchio. You know, they were gonna send his ass to an island, sell his ass in a donkey slavery.
My boy, You are allergic.
Allergic?
She said, no, I'm fucked up.
That's when he gets drunk, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm high as hell, man. I ain't allergic to nothing. I'm allergic to sobriety.
And there is only one cure. A vacation on Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island?
Yeah, got that bitch. Look at
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. Now,
That cat's about to give it away.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, what's he laughing at?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What the fuck you laughing at? But so here, not only is Honest John the cat, not only they're horrifying, but they look like mutant pimps.
Excuse us for not having introduced ourselves.
Oh my God!
Like he's straight out the 70s. Look at, like they look like they had a blaxploitation movie and stuff.
They look like they went to the audition for Cats.
Yeah.
And they just like, no,
Nah,
not
y'all
you
can't
two.
come in there. No, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Just make them regular people, man.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, it looked like they went to audition for Cats and ended up in a Dolomite movie.
Right. But I guess you're supposed to be a fox and a cat.
It's the Honest John and the cat.
Pleasure to meet you.
Mr.
Very
Pinocchio.
nice. Yes.
See here, the cat and I have a fine reputation.
Boy, he's straight out of a blaxploitation movie. Got
Oh, yeah, that fur
fur coat and that damn rerun hat he got on.
With the fur coat with that big
Oh,
mat
yeah.
on
Yeah,
the back.
hey, both pimps.
But also though, I'm the fox and he's the cat. He's like, look, I know I'm a toddler puppet, but I know ain't no goddamn way you a fox and you a cat. Y'all look like shit.
Yeah.
Y'all are fucking two goddamn mutants. That's
Yeah,
the fucking.
motherfucker look like look like the island of Dr. Moreau or some shit.
Yeah.
If island Dr. Moreau start pimping, that's what. And it looks like they about to like they about to hold Pinocchio
Turn him out,
like
turn-
Pinocchio turn him out like he just got off the bus. Yeah, are you looking for some food? You hungry? You need some work?
You gotta make
Come
money.
with us.
Yeah, we take care of you.
We take a good care of you. Turn around and let us see you. The fox and the cat, they're voiced by, and I did not know this, they're voiced by Cheech Marin and Eddie Griffin. And I have to say that they didn't do a bad job. I mean,
Really?
yeah. Well, I didn't.
Because Eddie Griffin, he barely says anything. All he does is repeat.
Yeah. Well, for me, I didn't think they did a bad job because I could not recognize them in the Disney version. Like I said, they just kind of conned him. You know, they lied to him and tricked him and sold him to.
Tried to sell him crypto.
Yeah. Tried to sell him to donkey slavery.
Well, they almost did. Well,
Yeah.
they did sell him to the island.
Well, here they didn't con him. They straight out robbed his ass. And I'm talking about some real street gangster shit. Like they
Okay.
put on ski mask, caught his ass at night, chase his ass to an alley,
Caught him slipping.
chase his ass through the darkness.
He's here. No.
Get that motherfucker.
Hold on, you're finished.
I could say, oh, you're fucked.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, which he is. Cause they ain't fucking around
They
like you
are
saw,
not.
like you saw him, like you Martin saw it, like
throw the coins.
you saw him throw the coins down. So when they didn't find the coins on, they're like, all right, see, we told your ass, and then they took him out to the field and lynched him. He got the and his feet are dangling.
They're like, look, you ain't got nothing for us? Okay,
Bitch, we told you. We told you what the deal was.
my God.
You thought we were playing? What
sure
a goal!
you
I would
playing.
ask you one more time. Hey, all right, straighten his ass up. Start shitting on himself. I like the way that hat never fell off.
Yeah, never did. He's swinging around.
They lynched his ass in the middle of the night. They hung his ass high.
Hug his ass high in front of the full moon.
So everybody can see that
Yeah.
body.
Yeah, here's what happens. A bitch that don't pay.
And so here's the thing,
Oh
man.
my God, that's fucking horrible.
It's terrible. It's fucking
I
terrible.
thought you meant they take him out to the field to beat him up or something. No, they string his ass.
No, they
up.
hung his ass.
They hang him, and they said, we're going to sit here till you talk.
Yeah. He went out there and hung his ass. Now, here's the funny thing here. You know the Blue Fairy? You remember the Blue Fairy in Pinocchio? So the Blue Fairy, this is where she would come in and try to help his ass and get him out of a jam. She don't do shit for him in this part right here. She just, in
Could've
fact,
dicked the whole movie.
yeah, man. The Blue Fairy, she watched his ass get lynched, saw him in the bright moonlight, and she didn't do a goddamn thing to help. She could actually, you remember? She could care less. She even looked at the audience and said, "Fuck them."
What a shame.
Oh!
Beautiful puppet.
I guess he's gone. What a beautiful puppet,
Yeah. Not that you gave a shit.
She's like, what a shame.
That's a shame.
Well,
so back to what I was doing.
You're fine on there.
Yes. And it's like she gets off on it, man. Because you think that she's like, oh well, and she goes about her business. No, she stays there and watches his ass dangle all night. It's like she got off on it. She watched his ass like she stood there all night to make it like I don't know, masturbated to it or
like
something.
She was binging Netflix.
Yeah.
Except the show was the puppet dangle.
She's looking at it.
Yeah, she look just
It's still dangling.
She's still dangling. She's looking at this shit all night, like it's art or something.
She's masturbating.
Like she masturbating to it, man.
Yeah.
Like she getting off on it. Yeah, keep dangling. Yeah.
He's like, motherfucker, man, help me.
She don't do a damn thing. And by the way, that is Glenn Close who's doing the voice of Blue Fairy.
How did they?
You're right. Miramax.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah. Miramax.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yep.
Everybody doing this.
All right, Harvey Weinstein threatened to rape you if you didn't give you the movie.
Calling in favors.
Yep.
Well, calling in threats probably.
Threats, yeah.
Pinocchio's, I was like, he's annoying. He's a terrible boy. He's a terrible kid.
He
terrible
don't learn
man.
and he don't listen.
He don't listen. And I think she just got tired of his ass because every time that he messes up, he does the same thing. I'm gonna be good this time.
The trouble I've caused, I'm so sorry. But now, I promise you, Fairy, from now on, I'm gonna be a really good boy.
And then he fucks up again. And then the fairy was just kind of like, yeah, I heard that shit already before. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. When he said those same words, she's like, where have I heard that? Oh,
yeah.
So you still didn't learn. Let that whale eat his ass.
I was on your side till I realized you just do the same thing over.
She acts like, the fairy acts like she loves him. She even says at one point, I love you always, Pinocchio. But you could tell that she's getting tired of his ass. There's a part where Pinocchio won't take his medicine. Again, throwing a temper tantrum. Of course.
You won't take his medicine.
What you cracking me up? Yeah, he won't take his medicine. And so she says, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get your little ass to take this. She threatens him with death.
I won't drink it.
You are very, very ill.
That's not important, huh?
All right, boys.
But I'm not even dead.
Not yet.
But you keep fucking around. she had
a coffin on the ready.
She went to the nuclear option.
Right.
She brought in rabid enforcers.
Right. Yeah, but she's like clearly talking no work to you.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
there's not an intermediate beat me up stage.
No, death.
Straight to
It's either
coffin.
take your medicine or you gonna die. I'm tired of your ass. They do crazy stuff here. They actually kill a guy in this.
Puppet!
I'll die.
Of course, who's the one that stays?
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Now his ass can run every other time.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. He ran from everything else.
Yeah, he can
spill wine.
Yeah, he can run when he want to tear up the city, but when there's a murder scene, he stays right there. What happened? Where everybody going? And if later on they say take him to the hospital, but really, seriously, I think he's dead. I think in the Italian version, he's like, yeah, he's fucked.
A lot of people die in the Italian version.
Yeah, they even managed to make Gepetto crazy, or creepy, before Pinocchio was even a puppet. Gepetto's out there just molesting wood.
Aren't you a beautiful piece of pie? Oh, what a fine puppet it's turning out to be.
He's putting a hole in it.
Yeah.
This is a great cartoon I saw a long time ago. Sergio Aragonés, where Gepetto carves a Pinocchio and he comes to life. And he's like, oh shit. Next thing he does is get a block of wood. He's making a fine ass chick.
Yeah.
I know I can do this.
Yeah, I love this right here.
Make a nice hat rack. No.
Yeah, he looking around because he about to fuck that piece of wood. Yeah.
I know I'm making still.
Nobody see this.
Can't fuck a hat rack.
Somebody gonna walk up on him pulling splendid out his dick.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Man, what you been doing, man?
Nothing.
Looking like Boris Yeltsin.
Mind your own goddamn business.
Yeah.
What's
his name? That's Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson. Our Yeltsin, take your pick.
But it is funny that he has that when Pinocchio's making fun of his wig. He's like, What? It doesn't look natural?
Pinocchio, like
I
I
can tell.
Yeah, Pinocchio. I mean, I've been here 1 minute on this planet. I can tell you that shit looks terrible. And we keep harping on this. The movie keeps harping on this, in a way how much Roberto Benini is not a child, as we've said over and over again. But the thing is, no one is a kid in this movie.
This is true.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. All these grown ass people dressed up in these little boy outfits, and everything. It's,
oh man,
it's like I don't know what chemicals or radiation is in this town's water, but it causes whatever it is. It causes a severe growth spurt in these children because by the time they're 7, they're all adults.
Right, dude's 35 years old.
Yeah, talking about I gotta go to school.
Little red outfit on.
Yeah, that little boy outfit. He's like that grown ass man with a little boy fought in the royal outfit right there.
Right. And it was one thing us growing up watching shows like Welcome Back, Kotter, where we had 30-year-olds, but they're playing high school students.
Yeah,
these are playing elementary
school kids talking about I gotta go to school.
Please?
No, you're gonna make me late for school. Goodbye.
What, technical school?
Yeah.
Because it ain't no elementary school.
Yeah, computer
I'm
school.
trying to learn a vocation.
Yeah, you ain't going to elementary school without your big ass.
You missed the spot shaving this morning.
Yeah. I don't care how many small ass suits you put on.
Yeah. Tight ass suit you got on too. Yeah. You know, go pick your kids up, man. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
You gonna go teach or something? You ain't going there to go to school. And with this, at least the kids are these so-called kids. At least they're 20s, 30s, but they ain't like 45 and 50 years old. Like
No.
Like Roberto. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like come on,
he's got
man.
Benjamin Button's disease.
Yeah, he ain't 40-something years old. I mean, because he meets the Lampwick character. His name is Leonardo in this, and I mean, listen, you could tell he's a grown ass man too, but at least he's youthful.
Would you give me one little lick? Just one?
You don't want to say that in prison.
And
Lick here, me there. You lick first.
okay,
There's a guard listening. Damn, what the going on in there?
They got into it quick.
Yeah.
Usually the courtship takes a couple of days.
No shit.
Lampy, 35 years old, man.
Yeah.
Lampy, you talking about he's youthful, man. He's not as old as Roberto
Okay, you're right.
Benini.
I'm just when you put them next to each other, relative.
Yeah.
No, he grown.
Yeah, he's grown, man.
And if the voice sounds familiar, it's Topher Grace.
Which I think he does the laziest voice in this. It made me think that they got him last minute. He didn't see any of it. He just had the script. He just read what was on there. I was like, wow. In a movie where the voices don't match, yours really stands out. It's like it just sounds like
you don't try to change nothing.
No, you don't give a shit what this character is about.
All these grown ass men acting like children. Even at the beginning of the movie, they got a poodle man who's like in his 60s. And he's walking around with a stuffed toy like a 3-year-old child.
Oh my goodness me, I can't see a thing.
Yeah, you can see that damn stuffed animal in your arms.
That stuffed animal was like, please kill me.
Yeah, he's molested me so many times.
He said poodle, man.
It is poodle man.
More from the island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they got a monkey judge in this.
And nobody bats an eye,
Yeah.
The judge is a gorilla. What is
Judge a gorilla?
He's like a monkey man. Yeah, the judge. Let me see if I can find it for you.
Man.
Gorilla man. Yeah, man. That looked like a gorilla man.
I thought that was a gorilla man.
Mark said that. We did that troll review.
I love it.
That looked like a gorilla.
I thought that was a gorilla
That little
man.
flicked ass Bigfoot.
Yeah, that looked like a Bigfoot.
No,
Yeah,
he did
I
not.
don't know what it
No,
was.
he right, boy. He did
Sliding
not.
all over the floor.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. Let me see. What is this movie called Pinocchio? Yeah, let me show you that. They got a monkey as a judge in this who don't care. Oh, yeah. Like Mars said, Island of Dr. Moreau shit going on. There he is. I sentence you 10 years.
Is that it?
And that was daylight robbery too, because I only ate one.
Fuck this. Put
tired.
guilty.
Lock him up.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Christ, this little bastard. String his ass up again.
I'm just trying to enjoy my lollipop. Talking crazy.
Yeah, these monkeys like, you hear this shit? Look. Can you believe this motherfucker?
Looking like Planet of the Apes up here.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes. Yeah, and it makes it even weirder as the movie goes along because because they have the part like they hit the beats in the movie, you know, where you hear from the story and even some of the stuff you saw in the Disney movie. You know, they go to Pleasure Island, except here in this movie it's got a dumber name.
And what is it called?
It's called Fun Foreverland.
Oh,
you like, wait, what?
Can we change that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can we change that?
That's right. Let's go. Fun forever.
I
don't know.
You know what? You go ahead without me, man. I'm gonna go to school.
You go ahead without me. I'm gonna go to school.
Yeah. That shit sounds dumb.
I hope we got a test today.
Yeah, you go right ahead, man. But when they
Fun
get
Foreverland sounds like a setup.
yeah, no, it is a set. It does. Fun Foreverland. Yeah. Y'all are fucked when you get there.
Yeah.
But okay, so when you get to Fun Foreverland, let's just go with Pleasure Island. That sounds much better. But when they get to this island, you know, this is where all the kids go crazy, except none of these kids are kids in here. So when they get there, it just looks like a big orgy of grown-ass men. Look like Fire Island or something. You know? Because you know it's only going to be a matter of time for it bust out in a big orgy. They start fucking each other.
Grown-ass men playing with toys and shit. Banging plastic toys at each other.
I'm seeing Woodstock.
I mean, come on,
another fire festival. Yeah, man. Get out of here with that, man. But again, they do go a step further with the darkness in this. So, you know, something that you were talking about, they do this here. So in the Disney animated version of Pinocchio, you know, for me, one of the scariest scenes in any animated Walt Disney movie is when Lampwick starts turning into a donkey and all the other kids start turning into a donkey, and that's being sold into slavery at the salt mines.
Mama!
It's a scary scene.
Especially when you're a kid, you watch that. It's horrifying. He's at the calling for his mama.
Yeah,
and he was
see what
talking
they
shit
do to other donkeys too, man. That transformation is horrifying. The transformation in this though, in this one, is pretty weak.
What's that? Oh, help me, I've got a tail!
Yeah, now you're a donkey.
He's already a donkey.
He just narrated the whole time. Oh, he's got ears now. Oh, he's got a tail.
They shit did.
Oh, wait, he's got fur. Oh, he's got hooves with feet. Oh, you got to see this. Oh, now see, there he is.
They're not bringing the donkey.
I didn't think about that. They shit did. Take my word for it. He's a donkey.
And now it's just a donkey sitting there like this.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, it's cool, man.
Sure.
It ain't as bad as you think it is.
I'm Leonardo, I guess. As bad as you think it is.
But it's a living.
Yeah. So the transformation was weak, but where they go a step further from something like the Disney movie is that they showed you, like, you know, they just left it up to your imagination what they're doing with these donkeys. Mm-hmm. Here, it's not terrible, but they do let you know wherever these donkeys go, they work their ass to death. This donkey got sold to just a common farmer. And that farmer, he was like, well, I guess I worked too hard. You know what? Fuck him.
Leonardo, it's Tangerine, Leonardo.
Damn.
He gone. Yeah, man. That's was
what
rough.
happens in the book to Lampwick.
To Lampwick, when he working too hard.
Yeah, worked to death. Yeah.
Well, there you go, man.
So yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm glad that y'all brought that up because for you know, better or worse, he was like, I'm gonna be true to the book, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's a thing. You think about all these different versions of Pinocchio, but he does make it very Italian, and he sticks close to the book. It's fucked up. It's not good at all.
Yeah,
it's super annoying, and it's hard to get through. But I was like, I have to give him his props on that.
You know, it makes me wonder. How did it translate for Italians? Because the dub is terrible. And the voices are annoying. But for Italians, it's their story.
Right.
They might know it better than we do, and when it's in its native language, it might be acted better.
Well, it could be, because it's made there for them, and we're getting this dub, and who knows? You know?
Sure.
I mean, you hope it's accurate or capture the spirit, but it never can tell. The interesting thing about it is the book it was originally published serially, like, you know, chapters in like in a magazine that would come out periodically. It's almost like taking like several issues of a comic book that had, you know, a different adventure in each one, and then putting them all together, which is why it feels like, man, he's just going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next.
I did read one thing where they said that they do blame Miramax for doing what they did to this. You know,
they do.
The bad dub, you know, cutting probably some scenes. You know, he said it wasn't true to what it really was. So to be fair, it might not be that bad of a movie when you know the real story of Pinocchio and see it in Italian. But, you know, that's what we got here. You know, and there's certain things they do, man. It's like they you know, they continue to keep it dark and still say that it's a kids movie. Like you saw, you know, Pinocchio in the versions that we saw, he escapes from the island. We don't see him turn into a donkey here. They say, no, he got turned into a donkey, got sold to a circus where they abused the hell out of him.
But you cannot take the animal out of the animal, be that as it were.
That fairy there, look at her,
yeah. Still looking,
Boy, every time he gets tortured, she yeah, she bought a ticket to see that.
Heard you went on at 8 tonight.
I love that sad look on her face, like, oh, not again.
She's like, damn, this is awesome.
Right.
And so before the end of the movie, like, you know, listen, again, I'm telling you, there's a, you know, it hits the familiar beats. You know, there's a point where he's swallowed by a whale, where there's, you know, whatever that whale's name is. In Disney, he's Monstro. Here, he's just a giant whale. And we're like, shit.
They said whale. That's like a megalodon.
Is that a giant shark or a whale?
Well, you know what? It swims around like a shark. I think they said whale, but
and with those rows of teeth.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like a shark.
Yeah, you know, they keep saying whale. I think maybe it's just, you know, me filling the blanks. But I thought they said whale in the movie. But you're right, it's a shark. Mark said megalodon. Cool to see people's different interpretations of what they do with that shark or whale or sea monster. We just saw a version of Pinocchio where there's actually a monster.
Yeah.
And now here's a funny thing. Eventually, Pinocchio learns how to be good. When they escape from the well and you see that his father's sick and his father's like, I just need some milk. Just go get me some milk, man. Get it whatever way you can. So Pinocchio learns how to be good, but not before they make him make up for all the shit that he put people through in his movie. Like they put, like for him to be good, they put his ass on hard labor. That same outfit. Yeah, that same outfit.
Yeah.
They put his ass on that same farm where they killed that donkey to death by working to death. Gepetto, his dad said, you just put me through a lot of shit. I don't give a fuck. Go over there and work and give me my milk. He's working for 1 glass of milk a day, doing hard labor. It's almost like the movie made him do community service.
It's like Conan.
Yeah.
I didn't get this far. He does all that for 1 glass a day?
1 glass of milk a day. There was one day where he almost works himself to death to get 2.
Oh.
Yeah, he worked, yeah. Gepetto's like, thank you. Get your ass back out there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks, this is good. Boy, I can't wait till tomorrow's class. And he gets and Pinocchio's just like, yeah, I fucked up. I'll be there tomorrow. No, there's a point where Pinocchio's like, all right, well, I guess I gotta get up early, but you want me to weave this basket right here? I mean, I gotta get up early in the morning, but I'll weave it if you want me to. And Gepetto's like, yes. Yes, I do, yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Hurry up. So he goes out there trying. Yeah, his poor ass. He goes out there and tries to weave that basket, and Pinocchio's so tired he falls asleep. Oh, shit.
I don't know how to do this.
Wake up.
And that's where the blue fairy, she comes in like, all right, I'm gonna quit fucking with you. Okay, yeah, all right, okay.
By the way, that hat still stayed on.
That hat is glued to it. The hat's made out of bread, by the way. What? I guess it's in the story, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Made out of Wonder Bread or something.
But that hat.
Yeah.
With some milk. You're so hungry, goddamn.
Gepetto was broke.
I'm
saying, when you broke now, eat that hat.
Eat the hat.
Give him the milk.
That hat don't taste as good as that milk. Get your ass back to work. But the fairies said, all right, I'm gonna messing with you. All right, I'm gonna help you out now. You know, after I got off so many times to watch you fuck up, I'm gonna help you out. You made it. All right. You put in your work. You did some hard labor. You a real boy now. Congratulations.
You have made it.
Oh, fairy, the wonderful things I've learned from you.
He's like, damn, your lip. I know my lip sync is bad, but shit.
Right.
She was talking like a ventriloquist or something.
Yeah, for real, that was bad.
He's kind of like happiness.
He's kind of like
they standing there like waiting for the sound to catch up.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You okay?
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you,
continue
bro.
along this path, you'll have complete happiness. It's like weird. They didn't give a fuck with this sync
they
right
sure
now.
didn't.
And it's funny because when he turned into a real boy, so you can get this far, when he turned to a real boy, it's actually a win for everybody. Gepetto actually gets more than Pinocchio. Gepetto gets a new house. He gets a new head of hair. He gets
nice.
He gets a new toupee or whatever.
And how about this?
What?
Go on.
Yes?
Touch it.
Yeah.
Pull it.
Yeah, but
It's real.
Papa.
But with all this happy ending going on, they still, hey, you know, we still got to keep it weird. So,
Oh God.
So when he became a real boy, you're thinking like, okay, well, shit. I mean, you still look like you look the same. I guess you just got a new jacket and took that damn bread hat off. But
that dunce cap.
yeah, so I guess it was no big deal. But no, in this movie, when you become, I guess when you're a puppet, you become a real person, even though you ain't really changed that much. You actually leave your puppet body and leave a husk of yourself behind.
Oh yeah, that is in the book.
Okay, so that shit is weird because when they do that, it just looks like you got a dead body in the corner.
And the puppet, where's it hiding?
Oh, he's over there. See?
Oh.
God, that's hard.
I pictured it because I read about that in the book. I pictured it just like posed and sitting quietly.
No.
But not all like life just got yanked out of him.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about where the puppet. I don't see no puppet. I see a dead body in the corner. You gonna keep that shit here?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
damn. Keep that shit here.
We ain't gonna bury this or nothing.
Yeah, it's like getting hit by the ancient one.
Yeah.
And the soul comes out of the body.
You talking about where the puppet at? Over here. That ain't no goddamn puppet. That's a dead body. Somebody, y'all do something with this shit, man.
Yeah, for real.
I can't look over there.
I can't even live here.
Yeah.
Where's the puppet?
Yeah.
Right over there.
Yeah. You know?
No, but it's like,
Shit, can we at least go do a weekend at Bernie's with this shit or something? You know, come on, man.
No, Sonny's gonna sleep in your room.
Yeah. Shit, it's cold and shit. It's goddamn, it's all gray.
Right.
It's starting to smell.
Yeah,
It's starting to smell.
Flies all over this shit. I mean, legs bent.
Yeah, you get a little bit like Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy, yeah.
And by the way, the real boy looks like a 45-year-old businessman now with a suit on.
Yeah, looking like you're going to Italian Wall Street in a minute or something.
Yeah.
Looking like you're working for the mafia or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Looking like Fredo.
yeah.
That's the end of the movie, by the way.
Oh,
dead.
wow.
That's the dead. Yeah, that's the end. They like,
AJ, all that note.
yeah, they killed Pinocchio.
Oh, folded ass leg.
Yeah, it's the end of the movie.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
And like I said, Pinocchio don't bother you in this with his annoying voice. The lip sync will, man, and that's for everybody. The lip sync is so bad that they, again, like you were saying, they just gotta have them say random things. Like they just say weird stuff just to keep the movie going.
I fell down.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just saw that.
I fell down.
You know, that's one of the things I do remember from back when this came out. Was like Harvey Weinstein. That was a complaint that wasn't that him wanting to do the dub and all that instead of just having it be
subtitles.
Subtitles.
Well,
like
well,
Life is
what it
Beautiful.
was is that they were going to release this during the holidays, and this is supposed to be a family movie. So they were scared that if they put subtitles on this, you know, what kids are going to read? Shit. I mean, the kids probably can't even read who come to see this.
Yeah, because the kids do want to see a 48-year-old man play a puppet, and not get freaked out by that.
The idea that it might
yeah,
be
it's the
whimsical.
subtitles that are the problem.
You know, this, even with this being a kids movie, because of Life is Beautiful, they just thought this man could do no wrong based on one film right here. And it's even for children. So they just, they just let it happen. And then when they finally saw it, they're like, oh Jesus. And they said that well, you know, we would show the critics out there, but man, we're gonna go back and just kind of finesse this dubbing. Which when you see the dubbing, like y'all didn't finesse shit.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
No, what they said was they're gonna bring a bunch of actors, put them all in the same room, and said, "We got 3 hours to get through this.
Yeah.
Play the movie. And read the lines."
Nobody finesse shit on this movie right here.
Listen, Cricket, I'm leaving. Because if I don't, I'm gonna have to read books and
I mean, lips just all over the place. Their lips and the voice going in different directions. So they released it in Christmas. They just dumped it because they didn't have no faith in it after that.
Right.
You know, they only did this I think they did it to them as a favor because Life is Beautiful did so well for the studio. But when they saw this, they're like, look, man, we love you, but fuck off.
We can't get with you on this one.
No, hell no.
Guess what we got you? A ticket back to Italy. One way.
Okay. First class.
And meanwhile, the people who sat there who were talking about, I told you he was crazy. You know, I told you that there was gonna be a point where he was gonna fuck up. We didn't know it'd be this quick, but
oh, it's epic.
Yeah, it's epic. And it really was, man, they just put random voices in there. Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Queen Latifah's just a bird. She's in there for like a minute.
Oh, please tell me where he is.
For more than 4 months, the poor man has been searching the world for you. Follow me.
And that's it.
Boy, Queen Latifah is like, I don't care what character I'm playing. I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Her and J-Lo. Just like from the Bronx. J-Lo's, I'm from the Bronx. Queen Latifah, I'm from Brooklyn. Yeah, I'll be in this Italian movie, whatever. Yeah, fine. I'm not changing this accent for nothing.
And that's it. It isn't even like, at that point, it was kind of like, why?
Yeah, for real, why?
At that point, you should have had this bird say, caw. You know, you didn't need no voice in there.
Or just a regular person that's not a name that you had to bring in and pay money to and all that. Or a lot of money to.
Yeah.
And not so goddamn distracted.
But yeah, anyway, there you go, people. That's the movie right there. It was a beautiful disaster, y'all.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like I said, man, if I was to see this in Italian and see his original vision of whatever this is, and yeah, but probably not as horrifying. I mean, it is a
But I want this hat. What do you think you're doing?
Or not.